This is not a drill. The next season of Fortnite has been leaked, and today we're going to be going through all of it because there's only like 2 days left before this season actually starts. Now, the full key art has pretty much leaked, so we're going to go through everything. Now, it's weird because there's the key art, but is the key art representing the season we're getting at the start, or is it kind of everything all mixed in together? We don't know. Also, my office setup is different. You guys like it? I think it looks pretty cool. I don't have anything on TV though. What should I put on the TV? I don't even know. So here's the full version of the key art. So we're talking full OG vibes. As you can see, the shotgun he's holding is the old model shotgun. That was a question that I really wanted to answer, is whether or not we're going to get the old models of the guns. And it looks like we are with the shotgun right here. I've got an LMG on this guy, a classic AR over here, the tac shotgun. Jonesy's got a tac shotgun. It's actually worth noting as well that this key art is like the flipped version of the original Fortnite key art, where Jonesy's like holding a tac shotgun around the corner. I think that's like such a cool, nice touch. The guy over the left here apparently has a scar, even though it's very hard to see with a golf cart. Hoverboards are back. Cannot wait for the hoverboard gameplay. Now, most other things are pretty self-explanatory. The other thing that is up in the air right now is this guy over here, who's a total of like 4 pixels. This character over here is holding one of 2 things. They're either holding the quad RPG or the guided missile launcher. Now, the guided missile launcher was something that came out in the game ages ago. A lot of people watch this video probably didn't get to actually use it, but it was a very, very cool weapon, and then it just got removed from the game, and then it didn't even get added to creative. It's one of those weird few weapons that were in Fortnite and never actually, you know, went on to be in the game later. So we'll have to see if that one's coming back. It's gonna be quite interesting. So that's the key art leaks. Next, we've got the map. That's right, the full map has leaked, and this is what it says it's going to be in Season 5. So here we go. This is the full map leak, allegedly. Again, take this with a grain of salt. This could be wrong, but this is apparently the season we're going to get at one stage. This could be a stage that isn't what we get at launch, and I don't think it is, because we got those pin sets. The pin set in here starts the seasons at Season 5. So this isn't a Season 5 map. We didn't have Frosty Flight. So I would personally say that this is going to be one of the seasons, maybe Season 7. But I don't think this is what we're going to load up with when the game starts. Again, these are just my thoughts. Obviously, you saw some of the skins in the key art. They're like remixed OG Battle Pass skins and skins from the item shop. Let's dive in and have a look at the Battle Pass that has leaked. I don't know how they got the leaks, but they just work like that. So first up, we got a remixed Ragnarok and Omega skin. So it's called Omega Rock. It's kind of cool. So you got the Omega body with like the Ragnarok skull helmet. I think this one is a banger. Obviously, Omega was such a sick skin back in the day. They've truly cooked with this one. I imagine it'll have different lights like kind of Omega had. Very, very awesome. Before we go any further, if you guys are picking up the Battle Pass, make sure to support your boy. Use code Lockie. I'm going to be doing a lot of content for the new season. So, of course, make sure to also subscribe. Next up, we got Renegade Link. So it looks like every one of these skins is 2 skins combined. So this is Renegade Raider, one of the most hyped skins in the game because it's rare, mixed with Lynx, which was also a very popular skin. Again, I think they've cooked here, and this one's looking real dope. Has a bunch of styles as well. This is one of them with kind of the cat helmet as well. I think there is a couple others. I don't have all the leaks. These are just the ones that we've got here. And this is another version of Omega Rock with without the helmet. So it kind of, yeah, looks like the OG one a little bit more. Massive thank you to FBR Intel for finding these links. If you want to check out his channel, link in the description. So here's a crazy leak. Allegedly, the Battle Pass will only have 50 tiers. Now, I think Fortnite's done this because it is going to be a shorter season. But this is another version of the Lynx Renegade Raider. This one looks sick. It's like the kind of fire blaze Renegade Raider merged with the cat skin. Damn, these skins are fire, like straight up. These skins are sick. And if you have a look on the right there, there's the Spectra Night skin. It looks like it has a bunch of styles. Yeah, it's got a lot of styles. And I imagine these are all going to be unlockables. There's the Galaxy one. Dude, that is sick. So sick. This one's going to go crazy. Spectra Knight. Look, I think they're coming in for a 10 Battle Pass, not going to lie. There's some of the emotes. So this guy's on a ship. This has a dab, all right? Because I think the dab was a Battle Pass skin, so it's come back. I think they're like remixing old emotes as well. I guess it makes sense. This one's crazy and answers our question. Is the UI going to go back to Chapter 1? Now, allegedly, this is the UI. Now, they do state that this could just be a creative mode UI, but it looks very much one-to-one to what it is now, like kind of how it's all displayed. We could see the old UI come back. It would be cool, but yeah, it's kind of jarring to have like the health bar. It used to be back in the middle, and now it's going to be on the left. There's a bunch of other things that we're going to be like talking about, like are they going to happen or are they not? And later in this video, I'm going to talk about a bunch of things kind of like this, where it's like new kind of tech within Fortnite and then whether or not it's going to be in OG Fortnite. Now, the final skin for the Battle Pass is going to be the Peely one that's like unpeeled, I guess. Obviously, Peely being a classic Battle Pass skin, that's going to go crazy. Look, I mean, all signs point to Battle Pass being a 10. Make sure to come back here on the channel when the actual season comes out, because we're going to do a full review because I can't see everything. But it's looking wild. It's looking like an easy buy. And again, it's only going to be a month long, so you got 50 tiers to work that through. Before we jump into more leaks, I want to show you guys something. Remember Infected map, the one we launched a couple days ago? It had 4,000 players today, and right now it's got like 2,000. Thank you guys so much for playing our game. If you guys haven't jumped in already, make sure to check it out. You'll see it in your Discover menu. It looks like that. Just look for the power back bling. It's a simple game, but where you try and survive the zombies, and if you get hit by a zombie, you become a zombie. But if you get 30 eliminations, you win the game with a nuke. So I challenge you to try and get one, and if you do, make sure to tweet me and Power Create on Twitter or X. Anyway, let's get back into more leaks. For the next part of the video, I want to talk about some questions I have for this new season and then make a guess. And then it's going to be kind of fun to see if it actually comes out. So these are kind of questions that, you know, Fortnite has advanced in other ways and whether or not they will be implemented into OG Fortnite. The kind of first question I would ask is, are we going to see bots in this new kind of chapter 1? So obviously back in Fortnite Chapter 1, there were no bots. Bots started back in Chapter 2. And unfortunately, I see all signs pointing to bots still being in the game. Now, this really sucks in OC because the player base is so small here with the smallest region. And it's going to really be hard to get games that aren't plagued with bots. Part of the magic of what is OG Fortnite is the fact that players were real bots. And obviously that's not going to be the case because people are really good at the game now. But just something to keep in mind, probably going to be seeing bots. That's my guess. Next up, we have the mat limit. OG Fortnite had 999 mats each, which was obviously like way too much. 3K mats total. Will that be in this remixed OG? I could see them capping it again at 500. Same with those things like Siphon. Like Siphon back in Season 5 and 6 was still a thing. There was Glider redeploy mixed in there. Are they going to keep those elements relevant to those seasons? That would be a really nice attention to detail, but I don't see it happening. Siphon remains that kind of big question mark on like whether or not they'll do it. Because they've also got to kind of think about the Chapter 5, right? Like, if they bring it back, they'll probably have to bring it back for Chapter 5 too. So for that reason, I don't see them bringing Siphon back. I don't see them bringing the OG Mat Cap back. Battlestar Challenge is coming back. So obviously, we had those stars across the map that you had to like kind of pick up and they would advance your tiers in the Battle Pass. It was such a small thing, but it was really cool. Will we get it back? I'm not sure. All I know is that if Loot 7 chests at Risky Reels isn't there, someone messed up. Like, come on, man. That's so iconic. Everyone remembers that. So hopefully that's just one weekly quest. I'm hoping that'll be the case. Next up, reboot vans. Are reboot vans going to be a thing? Now, I believe they came into the game, I want to say Season 8 or 9. It was around World Cup. It was like halfway through World Cup, I think, that reboot vans come into the game. Are they going to be there for Season 5 launch? Oh, I would imagine Fortnite is going to add the reboot vans. I think everybody would want them as well. It's one of those things that it actually just made the game better for everyone. I don't think anybody wants reboot vans taken out. So all signs point to yes, I would say, for reboot vans coming back. Like bots, it's kind of a no-brainer for making the playing experience better. Like Fortnite's not going to make the playing experience worse just for the sake of nostalgia, but they might. One we already tackled on the main chan, mantling and sprinting. I think those two are going to still be in the game. Obviously, we didn't have mantling and sprinting back in the day. That's going to fundamentally change the game already right then and there. It's going to be interesting playing the map with mantle and sprint, but I think everyone's going to get really kind of similar to the reboot van. They're going to get really upset with not being able to mantle or sprint. So I could see them bringing it back. Apparently, it's been confirmed it's coming back anyway, so that one is probably going to happen. OG damages. Like, are the guns going to do the same damage they did back in the day? This is a hard one. I am actually a bit worried about it because if Blue Pump Shotgun is doing 200 damage, I actually think people are going to have a bad time. People are so good at this game. If you go back to when it was like how easy it is to get a blue pump shotgun, everyone's going to be hitting 200s. Like the good players have gotten so good at hitting 200. Like it's actually going to be bad to play. This could go either way here. I think they really do want to keep that nostalgia of hitting 200. because that was a core memory for a lot of us playing the game. But I think it's actually going to make the gameplay worse. I'm going to be the guy 200ing. I don't care. I'm going to be like, I'll be fine. Everybody else coming back to the game for nostalgia, they're going to be having some problems. Next one is Storm Sickness and Storm Surge. I definitely think Storm Surge is going to be there. No debate. Storm Sickness, on the other hand, it wasn't in OG chapter Fortnite. I think it wasn't even until like somewhere in chapter 2 that it came out. No, I think it was 3 actually. So Storm Sickness for comp, because there is apparently, I think there's going to be tournaments for the new season. At least I would imagine there to be. I think they will need Storm Sickness, but there isn't any map elements that allow them to like really heal out a zone for longer periods of time. Like, there's no floppers or anything. So I could see them not having Storm Sickness, but maybe they will just because comp. Personally, I don't see them adding any NPCs, but they might. That's a question. I don't know if that enhances it, because again, they have to like change it every season, so they'd have to change the NPCs. That's a lot of work. I don't think we're getting NPCs, and I also don't think we're getting any mythics. I think they're really trying to be like kind of true to the seasons, but maybe we might get like Infinity Blade in season 7, you know? That'd be sick. Now, will the graphics be OG or remastered? This is an interesting one, because if you have a look at the key art, the trees look super HD. I think we're going to be getting like some remastered graphics. I'm down for it. I think most people would be down for it, because obviously we have performance mode now too, so the game's going to look different anyway. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be remastered though. Like, Fortnite want the game to look good. Is gold going to return? I don't think with any NPCs coming back, I don't know if we're going to get gold and like the economy system, because I don't think there's going to be NPCs. I don't think we're going to have any gold. Are we going to have vending machines that pay with mats? I could see that being a thing. I could see that being a thing. It was a simple, easy mechanic. Yeah, I guess that's probably still going to happen. Double pumping, on the other hand, I don't think that's going to be a thing. In Season 5, I think it was already nerfed out of the game, so I don't imagine there being double pumps in. Again, we're going to be hitting 200s maybe, so definitely no double pumps. Will the llamas move? I don't know. I don't know, because if you remember back in the day, the llamas didn't move. And then I think it was like chapter 3, they started moving. I'm going to say they are going to move. This is a 50-50 coin flip. I'm going to say they are going to move. Now, the other crazy leak is that apparently at the end of this, there's going to be a crazy event. So make sure to look forward to that. We're definitely going to be streaming it live on the main channel. That's going to be sick. I mean, that's just what all the leakers are saying, but yeah, don't get mad at me. Will Muselk's grave be in the game? If you guys remember, I think it was Season 5, they had that iconic clip with Muselk where he like had that, you know, what was his name? Chapperdoodle or something, and like the guy fell off the cliff and died. He tried to save him, and then he accidentally hit him off with the car, and then Fortnite put a gravestone there. Will that grave be back? I'm gonna say no. It should be, but I don't think it is. It's gonna be so interesting to see like how right I am, and make sure to make your own list as well. Will players hate the planes and the mechs again? If the mechs remain how they were, yes. The planes, I think they're probably going to use the planes how they are now, which I don't think they're that crazy. Planes be fine, I reckon. And that's kind of the main ones for me. Definitely make your own guesses as well. Either way, this is lining up to be one of the most hyped Fortnite experiences we've had yet. I'm so excited to relive these days of Season 5 and above for Chapter 1. It's going to be awesome. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and the main channel. I'm going to be uploading daily between this and the main channel, so it's going to be crazy. Next upload you'll probably see is the next season. I'll catch you guys then. Peace, guys.